Tasmania being well and truly put on the national map for all the right reasons. On 17th of October this year, the Wynyard Yacht Club was named the Australian Yacht Club of the Year. Many members here may be experienced sailors, some may not. Either way, we would all be qualified, in my view, as able-bodied sailors, make it a much easier pastime than some of those who actually benefit from the services provided at the Wynyard Yacht Club. Mr. President, to win this award, Wynyard's wonderful, small but very active club was competing against some of the largest and most affluent clubs around the nation. Mr. President, this is no mean feat when you consider that there are 38 clubs in Tasmania and 350 across Australia. This award was thoroughly deserved and is all the more significant because of the challenges the club has faced and overcome in recent years, and the amazing array of opportunities they provide to this community. In the past, the Wynyard Yacht Club has had a strong past, focusing on racing. They've hosted 5 national competitions, with the latest being the hugely successful Savos in 2010. However, after each nationals, they have tended to experience a marked drop in membership, as with only a small group, they do tend to burn out. However, the club is still involved in racing, with one, Chris Simons being the current Hansa 303 national champion, but they knew they needed more, as in the words of Chris, chasing the good guys around a course lasts only so long for many. However, the focus has moved to the Wynyard since the Wynyard Wharf and the floating pontoon were completed, and the Waratah Wynyard Council decided to take control of its management, and the club therefore lost a third of its revenue and members. The club was in dire straits, with membership declining and financial challenges. Therefore, the club had to reinvent itself. The inclusion pathway that the club embarked on did have some opposition, however, was proving very successful. The inclusion pathways provide sponsorship for individuals and disadvantaged families, providing youth membership, food and participation costs in return for work around the club. Although not all members were fully supportive of this approach, it is one that has been supported in the recent independent report commissioned by Yachting Australia into why yacht clubs across the country were struggling with retention and falling members' numbers. The Wynyard Yacht Club programs have made it more fun and inclusive, with sailability, Discover Sailing and Racing and Tackers programs on offer. All involve the Wynyard Yacht Club of volunteers who do it for the love of boating, sailing, socialising with good people and passing on their skills. I imagine this would be the same for at least 75% of the clubs around Australia. One of the key benefits has been the retention of youth at the club, and that provides the opportunities for the youth there. It provides them to achieve assistant instructor qualifications so they can mentor other young people in the Tackers and Discover Sailing programs, with a head instructor overseeing them all. Mr. President, other achievements by the club that contributed to their win during the past year include, and due to time constraints, certainly not limited to, the fact that membership has grown from 48 in the previous season to 84 this season. In terms of training, they revalidated or accredited 3 Yachting Australia instructors and 4 assistant instructors, and delivered master accredited powerboat training to 12 members and accredited 2 Yachting Australia umpires. They provide the Discover Sailing program and became an accredited Discover Sailing centre, running the Discover Sailing program each fortnight, with racing members forfeiting their own training to train new members. 20 to 30 participants attend each fortnight. Furthermore, the Discover Sailing program also won a Yachting Australia award and is now used as a model nationally. The Tackers program put 28 through Tackers 1 and 2 programs over 3 courses. The club introduced Sailability Northwest, partnering with Northwest Residential Support Services and Sailability Tasmania. This program supports people with a disability to sail and provides the opportunity for 23 people to sail a total of 73 times to experience sailing who would otherwise not be able to do so. And it's an amazing program that, Mr. President, I think members are worth having a look at what's available on YouTube to see what they do. The club hosted the Sailability Hobart Group at the Wynyard Yacht Club in February 2014 and designed and built purpose-built trailers for the Hansa 303 class. Video of design was shown at the National Sailability Conference in Sydney, in May this year. The club also assisted Sailability Tasmania exporting its footprint on the Derwent to include Sandy Bay Yacht Club, and Sailability Northwest gave the Waratah Wynyard Yacht Club's experienced sailors the opportunity to compete at a national level. In terms of racing, among other achievements, the club pulled together 3 teams, 18 sailors from scratch, that trained and then represent the Northwest to compete in the Tasmanian Teams Racing Championships at Beauty Point. 4 schools were involved, with many crews having not sailed previously. The club's also partnered with local councils and schools with the Try Skills program to provide sailing experiences supporting children aged 10 to 12 at no cost, and so it's 15 students from another school. The club provided a Northwest delegate to Yachting Tasmania and Sustainability Tasmania. They've also assisted in 6 police and search and rescue operations since January 14, where Wynyard Yacht Club boats and personnel were used during these incidents. They hosted a mast-sailing demonstration to 50 coastal recreational boat users. They've also partnered with the Wynyard Council to find a solution to the Wynyard Yacht Club's accessibility and toilet access, including future use of the clubhouse area. Mr. President, they club provides sponsorship to support disadvantaged youth and membership and participation in the club, as well as to enable them to attend the end-of-year season dinner, and introduce a 25% reduction in membership for settling card holders. That's part of their inclusive program. Mr. President, the list goes on, but I will stop there as time's running out. But the club has also been successful in application grants, one from the Community Support Levy to replace the rigid inflatable patrol boat, another from the Tas Community Fund to purchase the 4 Aussie Optimus training yachts. Mr. President, the club is also awaiting the outcomes of 2 human rights awards that they are in the running for to be announced next month. Yachting Tasmania's awards in November, and the Premier's Physical Council Activity Awards in a couple of weeks, focusing on the sailability program. Mr. President, I think from anyone's assessment, this is an amazing effort from a small club in the area of Tasmania facing significant disadvantage. I'm very proud to inform members of the achievements of this club and commend all involved for the extraordinary organisation they are and the programs they offer to all the community, not just the able-bodied. I wish them all the very best in the years ahead, and I'm sure we will hear more successes being recognised in the months and years ahead for the Wynyard Yacht Club.
The Honourable Member for Rosebery.
It'd be really nice if it stopped.